Hi, Alizé, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thank you. And thank you very much for your time, for being with us today. And I'm very glad because you're one of our guests for the Women's Success Day in New York. And I have to say that you have a very accomplished background because you're recognized as a journalist and member of the International Association of Press Photographers, the Francophone Center and Press in New York, of Press in New York. You're an accredited journalist at the United Nations and Outremer Network ambassador. You're also a member of the U.S. National Committee for UN Women, advocated for gender equality and the empowerment of women. You're also the owner of the agent of AlizéLaVie, which is an agency, international consulting agency, and you also have a magazine at AlizéLaVie Media, and you also have one in your own country, which and this magazine is an international multicultural bilingual magazine. All of this. So I know why you invited to my events, because we definitely have the same mission. You are a very successful woman in your business. You do a lot for other women, and that's the reason why I invited you, even if we didn't know each other before. And but I'm so glad that we connected on Facebook, because you're exactly the profile of the woman that I want to my events, but also the example, the role model that I want for people to come to get inspired and motivated. So can you tell us a little bit more about you?
So my name is Alizé Utteryn, so I'm the CEO of AlizéLaVie Media and Magazine. So I've been in New York now. In September, it's going to be 10 years, actually. So I came to New York about 10 years ago with my suitcase. I didn't know anyone. After a successful career in Europe, I was in Czech Republic. I was training people to the French payroll. And I came here. I went back to school, so to have the equivalence for, I have a master in human resources. So after my studies here, I started in the fashion industry. I met some people who have been in the business for a long time, and they gave me the opportunity to start as executive assistant. And I did also some modeling, but it was just for fun. And I actually learned. All this time I learned. And at some point, I was still learning and to try to master my skills, everything. But I realized, I was working very hard and not getting paid, or at least very little. And I was like, one day I decided to take my destiny on my own. I'm saying, if I have to work so hard for so much people, because I obviously they see the value, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who's, they are taking advantage of. So from that moment, I decided just to start having my own business. I didn't know anything about the media industry, nothing. So I just wanted to create a platform where people could share the inspirational stories, like people can identify to anyone. From the time they started, from zero to arrive today to a successful career, whatever. But I wanted to be like a platform of diversity. So everyone can see themselves in this platform, and also give the opportunity for those who don't have visibility. So I didn't have any business model, nothing. I started in my living room, thinking about what I could do. I have AlizéLaVie, Alizé because it's my name. So I wanted, and La Vie, I wanted to keep the French touch, which is all about life, simply life. And I started writing, reaching out people on Facebook, asking them, because I wanted to see, when I was seeing a very nice profile, I was like, okay, maybe I should contact them, so. And I don't know, at some point, it wasn't that difficult. I was just introducing myself, saying I'm starting a new project and would like to be featured in the magazine. And luckily, people were very excited about that. So, and I started, in 2013, my first issue on my own, writing so many stories from different countries. And it had been a big buzz when it came out, so, and I started, moving like that, But again, at the time, I didn't have any, it was all about passion. There was nothing about money. And I've been very criticized, because at some point it was very successful. Even myself, I didn't expect that. But I don't have any regret, because I put so much effort, energy to make it work out, that today, after 10, I would say 5 years, now, it's only now I see truly the result of all my hard work, because there was no motivation in terms of money. It was truly about me working hard, helping people too, because, being French in America, I didn't know anyone, and I learned, on the ground like that, and giving this opportunity to people from all over the world. I feature in less than 3 years, 350 people around the world. So, and the first issue was so successful. I have the first readers were American people, followed by French people, Japanese people. I don't know how to explain that, but I realized, I didn't do anything very special in terms of, creating a magazine or media platform. Anyone can do that. The difference, I think, is really I brought something new where everyone could see themselves, thinking why I'm going to be interested in a Russian country where you don't give me the interest to do it. So my vision was to really appreciate culture. Because most of the time when you realize most of the world doesn't know how the other part of the world lives, So that was my vision. And I wanted to really, to help people. It was really about, sharing inspirational stories, because it's all about that. My stories, without bragging, I think today, when I share my story, people, they are inspired, because I came here with my suitcase, and today, 10 years later, when I see everything I've been doing, I'm like, wow, so myself, I'm very surprised, because, just imagine my French wasn't that great at the time when I came here, no family, no friends, so it was hard, so nothing happened just one day, like that. So,
and I can definitely relate, because, well, we both originally from France, but we have, something from the Caribbean also, because I'm from Guadeloupe, you're from Guyana. And then the same, 16 years ago, I arrived in this country with nothing. I didn't speak English. I didn't know anybody. I arrived with my suitcase, with my dream. I want to live in the United States. I didn't know how, where, when, the issue with the visa, all that kind of things. But all of these prove that when we want something, when we have the motivations, we can do it. Even if it's difficult, even if we can do it in a different country when we don't even speak the language, but it's just possible. So your topic at the events, the Women's Success Day on September 6th is start a money for passion, not for the passion, not for the money. Can you tell us the reason why you want people to come here to listen to more of your story and to show them that they can definitely start a business with a passion?
It's very important that everyone comes, to attend this event, not just for me, but also to listen to other women's stories, because I saw most of them. I look at their profile; they are very interesting women, very inspirational women, and I think we can learn from them. Even myself, I can learn from anyone, and I think people need to understand, it's always good to listen to others, so that even for their own success. Because, you can be successful, but most of the time you need also kind of mentor, people who can encourage you. So it's very important. And also why I choose this topic, because I look at myself now, 10 years now, so many people write for me telling me, oh, you are such an inspiration, so. And I want people now, they want to believe in what they do. The money is one thing, but the money, no matter what, it will come afterwards. If you work very hard, you know what you want, and you believe in yourself. And myself, if you keep the faith, you can make it everywhere, no matter. We are talking about the American dream, but there's not just American dream. It can be African dream, it can be the Caribbean dream. Once you decide to make it happen, it's all about you having also the priority to do it with passion, because you can have plenty of money you have, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be successful. The money is one thing, but when you do things with the authenticity, being genuine and with passion, everything will come to you. That's very important. And that's why I want to share that, because people, they look at me, I'm like, I just started just like that. But at the same time, I work very hard and I keep working hard.
That's why I always say, if you want to start a business for the money, maybe you started for the wrong reason. And if you don't have the passion for what you do, you have 1, 2, 3 obstacles and then you quit because you're not passionate. When you start with the passion, you can have as many obstacles that you can have. It doesn't matter. You know what you want. You have the motivation, and the money will come because you have this motivation, and you continue to pursue on the business.
You just have to push yourself. The money will come, and today, someday you might not have, and tomorrow you might have plenty of money. So it's really like about yourself, something you believe in yourself, and keep working hard. That's very important. And I say that even for young women, so because it's very important to give this example to say, listen. And it doesn't matter your nationality, you know. So like, when you come to a country, wherever you go, if you set some goals, you say, I'm going to make it, you're going to make it. There's no reason. And if it takes a long time, because we tend sometimes not to be patient. It doesn't, you know, happen just one day, you wake up. No, it takes time. I have to go back to school. I was in my 30s. So it was difficult for me. I was a very successful executive assistant in France, and coming back here, being at school with young people, like, you know, but you know what? I knew nothing would wait for me. So I said, okay, so whatever it takes, I would go for that.
Yeah. You do what you need, you know what you need to do to start the business, to have the patience and to succeed. And you will succeed, you know, as long as you have the motivation and the determination.
Exactly. Persistence, passion, and being disciplined with yourself. That's very important. And stay true to yourself. That's also something.
Very, very important also. Okay, thank you very much, Alizé. So I can't wait to see you in person.
I look forward to see you, all of you.
Yeah. And for all of you watching, really, it's the Women's Success Day. It's an event that I organize, that I started organizing in 2015 online, and in New York, that will be the first time that it will be live. So I'm so happy with all the guests that I have, because they're all women very successful with different background and stories, so you can pick from different stories. And the purpose of this day will be to motivate you, to inspire you, and to help you to go to the next level in your life. So just join us on September 6th in New York. You have the link just under this video, and make sure that you invite your friends to join us also, because I'm sure that they will learn a lot. And as Alizé said, we all learn from each other, and then we all become role models for each other. So see you, Alizé, and see you everybody on September 6th. And it's coming soon, so see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.